Hello everyone, I have been asked to do a tutorial on how to use Nearpod to create a lesson. So this is what I'll be doing this evening. So you go to nearpod.com and then you go to lesson in Nearpod. You will click add slide. You have a choice between these three options. In here, you can add any PowerPoints you already had, and every single one of them will be an individual slide that you can rotate or shift to a different place in your lesson. So you can do what I just said, or you can type in your own information. So I'll just be typing in nouns, and you can put your objectives. So maybe you will want to define them, and maybe you have other objectives. Give examples of nouns, you will put that in there. When you're done, you may choose to change the theme. That's one thing you can do. Or you may have no theme. And, well, I'll show you what happens when you have no theme. Just give me 1 second. Let's go do one with no theme. You can also put something in the background. So I'll show you how to do that as well. You go here. You put maybe nouns. I'm just doing another one so you can see how it can be done. And you can upload something for your background. So you go down here and you say maybe you want to put a car to the back. So you do a search. And when you search for anything inside of Nearpod, it's a safe search. So you don't have to worry that there's anything that will not be suitable for your children. So I put this guy in there. That will be my background. So I could start off with this picture and let's just save that. And when I said you could shift your slides, it means you can do this. So if you uploaded something from on your computer and you want to shift it around, you can do that like this. Or you can delete some of the slides that you don't want using here. Okay. Nearpod also allows you to put in videos about your topic. So if you go here, I'm just going to show you all the topics. You have predictions, main ideas, sequencing, cause and effect. You have songs for almost every single one of them, and they explain what the vocabulary is. So I'm going to do nouns, and I'm going to add this one. Let me do a preview so you can see what it's like.
Hey yo, I got a few let's go. A noun is a person, place, idea, or a thing, you know. When there is one of them, that noun is singular. When there is more than one, that makes it plural though.
Okay, so I'm gonna add that. So my students won't get bored. They'll get to see a definition. I could put in a definition right here if I wanted, and then switch this. Put nouns up here if I wanted in the slide. The sky's the limit. And then I may decide I want to put in an activity. But let me explain this here. Right here, if you have a website that has content, it's explaining what a noun is, it has some form of information that you want your students to read or to make notes from, you can go in here and just put it in. You put it in there, they will go in, and it's just wonderful. It's wonderful. Okay. So activity now. There are a host of activities you can do. So in here you can have an open-ended question. You can ask the students, what is a noun? What is a noun? That's one thing you can do, and then they will write the information in there. You can have another type of activity where, oh, there's the quiz. So you put in the information, you say choose the noun, and students would have maybe like you have tree, you have car, well not car, car would be another noun. Or you could have more than one answer, so car and play. Then you click to ensure that the system knows what the correct answer is, so it can correct the work for you remotely, and you will get to see who got it correct. I'm going to add another question. So I click add question, and I would ask which of these is plural, and I'll put in pens. Okay, and I would click the correct answer, and I would save this. So you could have all your assessment right there. Okay. Now I really love this other form of activity. So let me show you. It is called Draw It. Now with Draw It, your students might just have to draw something for you. So you may just say draw a representation of a noun, or draw something representing a noun, and the students would draw, and you would see it from their home, you would see it at your home. It's great. All right, so from there you may say, okay, I don't want to do that. I want to give them something that I have already. Now what Draw It allows you to do is to put a background in there. So what I do screenshots of exams I already have. I place them inside here, and the students, since it says draw it, all they would just circle the correct answer. So if the answer is A, they'd circle it, and I can see it from my home. Okay, so that's another way you can use Draw It. If you like, I can do a tutorial on how to do that particular one. Let's see what else. Okay, there are matching pairs. So you could do something like this. I'm just going to do a random. This is not nouns, but this is the fastest thing I can think of that would help you understand what that's like. And another pair, 17. And another pair. Okay, that's done. Maybe we should add another one just for fun. Let's do 1 and 1. Done. Match. Okay. Oh, match them to the correct word. Whatever instructions you want to put in there, you're free to do so. Let's save that. Okay. Alright, so let me just show you one more thing. Over here, this is used when you're doing a live lesson. So students answer questions and they can actually see themselves climbing a hill, and whoever is ahead will be at the top, and they have to compete to try to get above each other. This is a flip grid. The flip grid is, let's just click it so you can see. Well, the teacher would have to insert stuff in there. So if you have a site with the flip grid that you want to use, then you can go in there. I'm not very familiar with this one. I have not used it, but I've used others that had it in there. So I haven't actually put one in a lesson, but I've used lessons that had them in there. So you could take a look at it. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, so then you have fill in the blanks, collab. That's where they work together as a team. So they would be putting in things on a board, every student, and then you can see it. It's like a bulletin board. Alright, so I'm gonna save this so I can let you see what it looks like for the teacher and for the students. So I'll call it tutorial. Other. For teachers. Let's save this and exit. Oh, I already have one, so I'm gonna call it. Yes, I've done this so many times because I really want to help, but every time something keeps happening. So here I am doing it again, probably for the 6th time. Okay, so it's now in my library. I would give this to my students, this code. They will come in. Okay. They will paste it in here or type it in here, and then they get to do the lesson. And from my home, I can see everything that they did. So I've done this millions of times, so you can actually see me. And this is what the student would see. They would get to listen to this. They get to type in here. Let's go back here. So this is a random. Take the quiz. Choose the noun. There's more than one, so I should have had an S. Sorry about that. So I'm going to choose these. Next. I'm going to choose the wrong answer just for fun. And of course it will show me where I went wrong and where I was right. Show me my information here. So that's always good for the students. And I will draw. This is me drawing a tree. Please don't laugh. Submit this. Even whilst I'm drawing, the teacher would see. So I match, and I match, and I match. Okay. I'm just matching random things so you can see how it works. And then I'm going to take you to see what the teacher would see. So the teacher would see, this. You'd have to click on this and save your progress. Number of students who came, name of the students who came in to do the book, and what they wrote as the answer. They did participate, but gibberish. The score. You can actually see the answers. Okay, and I'm at home and I can see this. So that'd be great. And then let's see what they submitted. So as you can see, this is a really great tool. You can see their work from your home. You can see their tries, how many times they tried. You can view their pairs. Okay. Okay, so basically you can see what the students did from home, and I think that will be very useful. I hope this helps someone. Take care. Thank you for joining me and for listening and being patient.